Hey everybody, welcome to the Forbidden Psalm adventure. I'm back with the Lost, who have been working for the Mad Wizard Vriprix, doing various jobs. We found him some black spotted fungus. We went on adventures, and now we have to go and try it. Well, we stopped a hideous animal cult from ending the world. And now we gotta go and try and find something in the wreck of a crashed ship with sirens all around attacking us. We gotta loot and look for the cargo that was lost in a ancient sea voyage. So, show the table, show the current state of the warband. I did make a couple errors when I was adjusting the warband at the end of the last game. I'm gonna fix right now, and then we'll get this underway. I'm set up to play Dashed Hope. This is the third mission in the quest line here in Forbidden Psalm. And I've got my warband, the Lost, with Eisenkush the Neither, my leader. Now, the mistake I made with him was I thought you could buy off their flaw. You actually just re-roll it. So I have to roll his putrid smell, needs to get re-rolled for something new. Get rid of your problems, you just get new ones. So he got a 5, which is weak hands, can only wield one-handed weapons, and cannot use a shield or torch and hold a weapon. It's not great, considering he's got a shield. His shield's going on his back. And I have to reroll ones for the fast as well. He was brittle, now he's 14. Squeamish, -1 damage dealt to others. Oh, such is life. I guess it could have been worse. Then we've got Risen the Evil Beats, my dwarf. He is still cowardly with a weak body and vacant mind. Crossbow, hand axe, bought some reloads last game. And then he's got the fast over here is now Squeamish with charge. He's got some armor on at least now. So he's got his hammer and Ulfbert sword. And I got my Rain the Smoothest, my elf, who is brittle bone still, +1 damage, and improvised fighter. He's got a short sword, which actually uses agility instead of strength. So he's actually a bit better of a fighter now. Garand the Last Fated, my wizard. Who is currently afraid of heights. He won't climb or go up high. He's a medic though, so you can do a presence test on 12, try and bring somebody back from downed. Then we've got the Shield of the Faithless still. He's only carry a single scroll because it takes up a thing, and his glaive takes up 2, 3, 4, and he is strength -1, so he can only carry 4 things. For an Invisible Hands, Bones Dem Bones, or Eternal Sleep spell, but I think we're gonna keep Shield of the Faithless. 14 gold in the bank, or sorry, 16 gold in the bank, and 1 XP, and let's see what we got for mission 3. Dashed Hope. The bleak, foreboding coastline of Kyrgyz, south of Alins, is known for being a treacherous route for sailors. The razor-sharp rocks protruding from the shallows, like glass in a wound, and thick cataract mists are bad enough, without tribes of sirens leading sailors to their doom. In this route that the boastful Captain Mikhail attempted to order in order to deliver a prize to Blood Countess Athelia to win her favor in her hand in marriage. Vriprix believes this prize to be a relic of arcane beauty and color, enough to sustain the Countess's insatiable chromatic hunger. This item would undoubtedly be of extraordinary value to Vriprix's studies. He needs to retrieve it with utmost haste. Of course, the Mad Wizard has many underlings that is disposable, and sometimes multiple groups are granted the same quest. Retrieve this relic before your rivals do, but beware the hungry sirens. Well, here's to recover the Lambent Scroll. You can return it to Vriprix for 5 gold and a clean scroll, or deliver it to Athelia for 10 gold and choose a model to make a DR12 presence test. If you succeed, get D6 experience. Failure and never come back, but you still get the gold. That's to marry you. Then set up and treasure. Divide the table into 3 sections. A 6-inch band across the middle, going diagonally, which is the rocks in the wrecked ship. Then the other side is going to be deep water. This side is going to be the shore, and it's shallow water all across the ship. Place 6 markers, so these crates, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the little weapon pile and the treasure thing there, and then 5, 6. These are all the searchable items. Crate inside the ship, because why not? And the Magnificent Bastard lies in ruins across the middle of the table. These should not be within 3 inches of each other or any board edge, which they're not. When searching treasure, instead of rolling the treasure table, you roll on the special one across from here. So we might find scraps, rotten food, worthless junk, a club, some coins, an eye patch, which lets you see the future. Siren's Nest, which becomes a siren, which is terrible, and the Lambent Scroll on an 8. And the last one is, if we don't roll it, becomes the Lambent Scroll, and all these are unique. It becomes a 1 if you roll one you've already rolled. This mission are sirens, which I'm going to use some piping wood nymphs for, coming out of the forest here to attack us. One of them could be living in the wreck there, as you see it's kind of overgrown, and one does start off next to a random treasure pile. So we'll just number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and see which one starts off with a siren. So 1, so it'll be right here. 8 hit points, morale of 9, D6 damage for their fangs and 1 armor. They're aquatic, they gain +2 to attack a target that's in water. So if I'm standing in the deep and shallow water, they get +2 to hit me. And then Brain Lust, as an action, they'll kill a down model within 1 inch of it and suck out their brains. Oh, that's great! Models can be deployed within 6 of any board edge, 12 towards land, and up to 8 towards the seaward end. Game ends on round 6. And at the end of each turn, roll a d6 on a 3+, another a siren appears in the center of a random board edge. In the game, I can make a presence test as an action to track the sirens. The first model to succeed can secretly choose and note down which marker contains the siren's nest. You don't have to roll. You could lock out one of these to say that it has the siren's nest in it. So, the solo play, a siren's already on the board next to a random cargo marker, and we're ready to play. Deployed, I'm putting Eisenkush along with Garand here. We'll have Risen the Evil Beats in the middle there to overwatch with his crossbow. And then Rain the Smoothest and the Fast will go on the flank here to try and look at some items. So it's first round, and we get to make all of our actions. So move followed by an action. And who wants to do what here? I think we're going to start with the man, the legend that is Risen the Evil Beats. Make a move. Now it is slowed down a bit because he's in shallow water. So it's going to be 2. And then he's going to take a shot with his crossbow. I could actually sit still to not get the +1 difficulty of that. I will sit still to not get the +1 difficulty of that. So, +1 is a piece of terrain in the way. That'll be a 13. And then his presence is +2. So he needs an 11+ to hit with the crossbow. He misses with a 10. He's got 4 ammo remaining. I'm going to use a d6 for this, actually. Then I think we go with the Rain the Smoothest, and he is speed 7. He's walking across land, which is nice. So he's going to go, I think, just over to here, actually, to this item. He'll make his presence test at +2. He needs a 10, I believe, to open treasure. 8+, and he gets it with a 19. We have to roll a d8 now to see what it is on the special treasure chart. And it's a 2. Food. A malnourished model must spend the next turn stuffed in their face, but ignores the flaw for the rest of the game. Sweet, if they're malnourished. So we just find rotten food, but nothing else. It's been searched. Then we'll go with the Fast. He's going to double move and just head out to the other objective over there. He can go 6, so he'll move 6, and then he'll just move 6 again. Stand over here. Actually, there seem to be any rules for deep and shallow water, so I'm just going to assume that the shallow water and the open terrain don't impede me at all, and then the deep water I'm going to move half through. But I'm making that up, because I can't seem to find what the rules are for deep and shallow water. So Eisenkush is going to move 2 inches, because he's going to move twice. But just put himself close. Garand can move 3, so he's going to be 1.5 inches, so he'll move 3 inches, and just sit next to him. The Siren comes after us, going 2d6, heading towards the closest thing I can see, which is us, so 7. Comes flying over here. It's +2 damage, but it's engaging both of us. 2 attacks, 1 to 3, 4 to 6. It's going to attack Garand. He'll fight back. Penalty to his roll now, because the friend engaging him means he's not at -3. So he is using his strength, which is -1. So he needs a 12 goes to 13. And +2 to attacks because they're in water. So that's going to be a 12 goes to 10. So 10 for the, we'll use blue for the sirens, black for the party. 18 will hit. It was a straight d8 damage. So let's see how much it does. 8. Sirens have exactly 8 hit points, so bye-bye for the round. So 3+ another siren appears. Does not. So we have a turn to actually search and see if we can find anything before more sirens start showing up. Turn around 2, and that's what we're gonna do. Start with, I guess, Rain. Rain's gonna go 7 over to here. Search this item. This +2 needs an 8. Gets it, and it's a d8. Rolls an 8, and we find the item, the Lambent Scroll. He can currently carry, he's got a backpack, so medium armor and a short sword is 2 items. He can carry 4. The backpack is 3, so 5 total. He's got the Lambent Scroll. Guess the Fast just searches that one. So the Fast is, I think, minus. Presence -3, so he needs a 13. No, a 7 will not do it. Although he doesn't hurt himself. We'll move up with Risen. Yeah, might as well. Going 4. He'll stay out of the water. He's going to go 4 to here. And then make an agility test to climb. His agility is -1. Which needs a 13. No, he fumbles and falls. There's no test for climbing. There's only tests for jumping. So he goes half rate. Then we can move and not make it. So we're going to go 2 over to here, the double move. And then 3 over to here with a double move. And that's turn. Let's see if on a 3+ a siren arrives. It sure does. So random table edge. So that's going to be a d8. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4. So it shows up right here. I'm going to get paid. So we need to crack over the rest of these crits before we get eaten by sirens. So turn 3. We'll have Fast go again and still try and crack that thing at -3. No, he still fails. He's not a smart boy. Then we'll have the elf climb through here. 3.5. Presence +2. Rain, what'd you find? Found something. 8. 3 worthless junk. Sweet. A whole lot of nothing. I guess we have Guerrilla to go, and he'll try to search that he's presence +2. 6 will fail. And then we'll have, I guess, presence 0, Eisenkush trying to do it as well. Nope, he fails. And then the man, the legend that is Arisen is just going to climb 2 and then climb again. Get in the back of this ship so he can overwatch with his crossbow. Here comes the siren, going 10 towards the nearest. So 8, and then it has to climb. So it's going to jump right on top of fast, in the smoothest rather. It knew what time it was, and it'll attack. And for the siren, now Rain is agility +2. So he's +3 difficulty, and then he'll be +2 to his roll. So basically +1. So he needs a 13 to the 12 for the siren. Oh, he fumbles, drops his weapon. His short sword gets dropped, but he gets missed at least. He's an improvised fighter when he's unarmed. That's good, because he's gonna have to pick that thing up. Another one up here. Sure does. So once again, D8, 1, 2, and then clockwise on the 6, which will be back here. Uh-oh. Round 4. Well, he's holding the scroll, so he can't die. Well, things are getting sporty. Lots of dudes around now, and I think we have to break off and rely on the shooting. Stuff first, we're gonna start with Garand and see if he can break this. Actually, he's gonna move first, because why not? Move 1.5 inches just to get a little bit closer to somebody. Or actually, he could move. No, he doesn't want to move backwards. He'll move slightly backwards. Just stay within 1 inch so he can still search it. And then do his presence test and pass. So let's see what's in that one. It's a 7. The siren's nest. Replace the marker with a siren. It attacks immediately. Oh no. Well, the good thing is it's engaging both of us. So we're -1 overall. So on a 13 for Grant, and then on a 12 for the siren. Well, we crit, which is sweet. So that's a big hit. D8 damage. 5 damage, got 3 left. But it's 11. And I guess that means we go with Eisenkush, and he attacks. Strength +2 with his Ulfbert sword, or Ulfbert hammer, I guess, at this point. Although he does have a sword in his belt. His weak hands holding it. So he's going to be on a 12, +2 is a 10, and then this will be on he'll be -3 because he's outnumbered, so he'll be on a 15. The 12 will hit. No, sorry, that'll miss, and the 5 will miss as well. It was for sirens, so that's the 2 of them all done. I don't know what it takes to make a makeshift one-handed weapon, but I'm assuming that Rain just somehow arms himself with a D4 damage weapon. I guess he could attack. I think he just wants to fall back. Agility test at +2. He fails. It wasn't a fumble though, so no free attack. Trying with his second action, and still fail. I'm gonna use my Fate Omen to re-roll it. I really want out of here. 10+. I'm still fail. If you shoot into that combat then, -3 now because the model's obscured by Rain himself. So Risen the Evil Beats lining up his crossbow. He's +2 for his presence, -3 for the obscurement, which means -1 overall, so it's a 13 to hit. Misses. Just use confidence to automatically pass, because I don't wanna not hit and try and kill this guy. So he's got D6 damage with his crossbow. See how much damage we do that siren. 6 damage, got 2 left. Fast, I think you just try and search that thing again. You're -3, so you need a 13. Finally breaks into it. Junk, but we can sell it for a gold. Here come the bad guys. We randomize actually which one activates first, but it doesn't super matter because 2 of them are in combat, so we'll just do this one first. 1 to 3 it attacks Garand, 4 to 6 it attacks Eisenkush. Attacks Eisenkush. He'll fight back. Great dice because he's double engaged, so it's going to be +2, meaning he needs a 10. He'll need a 12. He hits, and his D6 damage to Eisenkush. 1 absorbed by his armor. Into the elf now. I don't have a makeshift weapon because I didn't use an action to make one. I'm gonna assume it's an action to make one. And so I am unarmed. After a strength test, he's -1 strength, so he'll be on a -4. So he needs a 16 to hit. The dude needs a 12. They both hit. He needs a 10 because he was +2 for being in the water. +1 damage for the whatchamacallit, the Rain the Smoothest Brittle Bones. It's a 5, -2 is 3. So he's got 3 left. Hits him back with his fist and just does 1 damage, but it's armor 1, so it just gets absorbed. So guy gets to go 2d6. Last siren, coming up 5. Heading towards, it looks like Risen. I want to appear on end turn 4. Sure does. So 1 and 2 clockwise around the table again. So up here. Round 5. We haven't lost anybody, but Rain's not feeling great. So he's going to try and break off again. In DR12, he's agility +2, so he needs a 10 or better. He finally makes it, so he can move 2 inches away and back up. And he's going to move out of engagement range, basically, just to pick up his sword on the other side. He'll use his second action to do that. Then we'll go with Risen. He'll take a shot. Is no longer obscured, so it's not -3 to hit. So he is +2 presence. He needs a 10. Misses. And we'll go with the Fast, who can move 6. He's going to move and not quite get into melee, but be able to fight next turn. Just move again to go engage him. Yeah, he will. He's going to go engage over here. Just to distract this guy. Gush is going to just stand still and attack that siren with his Ulfbet sword. So he's +2, which means he needs a 10. It'll be outnumbered, so -3, so 15 back. Misses with a 9. Grant will do the same thing. He's -1, so he needs a 13 to a 15. He hits, though, and it's D8 damage with his glaive. 7, just kills. What do you having gone? So starting in melee over here, attacking, he'll be at 12, attacking back at -3 with his Ulfbert sword. But he's strength +3, so it's both 12s. And they both hit. 6 damage from the siren into the Fast. He's armor 1. He manages to take it off. He's -1 damage, though, with his Ulfbert sword, which is D8. And that's 1, so 0 damage. I would actually had an additional point of damage left because he was armor 1. I forgot about that. And this little guy, moving into the nest, going 8, charging into rain. He's at least armed again. 2 health left. So it'll attack, -3 for rain, but +2 for his agility, so -1. So 13 for rain, 12 for the elf. It fumbles and drops its weapon, but doesn't have a weapon. Miss. Then last but not least, this one over here. It goes 4 inches, just starts moving towards the closest thing it can see. One up here, it sure does, and where does it show up? Right here. Oh dear. The water is turn 6, last turn of the game. The elf has to live. Oh, and you've got 3 shots left. You fired, actually you've got 2 shots left, because you fired once and missed, and then another time and missed. So you've hit once, missed twice. So Rain's gonna break off on a 10. He does. So he'll move, and then he's going to move again with his second action. That was 2 inches to move away. He does not want to be in melee, but he'll move again just to, oh, I don't know, run. He'll go 7. Be like, I do not wish to die. I am carrying the Lambent Scroll. So fight, he's +3 strength, so he's on a 9 to hit versus a 15 back. The 8 will miss, and the 9 will as well. I think we just attack with no option of being hit back with the glaive. So it's on a -1, so a 13. Hits, D8 damage. 0, because it's armor 1. Could use my Omen and make it max damage. I think I will do that. Make it max damage, armor 1 though, so it's still alive. Eisenkush is just going to move his 2 inches forward through the deep water. Shot into this little fellow from the man, the legend that's risen the evil beats. So just a straight hit, 10 plus. Crits it. Damage from the crossbow. It's going to be 3, goes down to 2. But it only had 2 left from the armor, so he kills it. That is them. So it's just the remaining dudes. So this one over here is going to come slamming into Garand and attack him. I have 1 left. It'll be opposed, so it's going to be -3, -4 because of his strength. So it'll be on a 16. Over here it'll be on 12. Ooh, potato. I'll show you on a 10. Misses though. And we hit. So D8 more damage. 1 again, so nothing. Almost slew it, and then this one's going to come flying towards Eisenkush and go 6, which will make it. He'll be on a 10. Eisenkush fighting back at -3, but he's +2 strength, so -1, so 13. 10 to 13. Hits, and it's D6 damage to Eisenkush. His armor 2, takes 1, 13 down to 12 left, because he's pretty tough. And last but not least, into the Fast over here. He's +3 strength, so he'll be on a straight 12. Versus 12 as well. Actually, he's in shallow water. It'll still be +2. Fumbles and misses. That's it. We managed to get away with the Lambent Scroll, but not much else. Now the question is, do we send the Lambent Scroll back to Vriprix to be awarded with 5 gold and a clean scroll, or do we deliver it to Anthelia? Or with 10 gold and choose a model to make a DR12 presence test? If we succeed, we gain D6 experience. Otherwise, they never come back from their quote, but we get the gold. Well, Rain, you're going to do it. You're up for the job. You're +2 presence, so on 10 plus, you smooth talk your way. He is the smoothest. He's going to smooth talk his way out of this. Heck yeah, he does. Oh, Rain, you smooth pimp. So he's going to make it out with extra D6 experience and a 10 gold. Didn't find gold coins or the eye patch. I'm bummed. Those were all the cool extra items we could find. Luckily, nobody died. So we get 10 for having returned the scroll to the blood court. We get 10 for taking part, so 20 gold. No death saves to make, no injuries to roll for, and then experience. We get 1 for each monster we kill, which is 3. 1 for each treasure we collected, which is 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. Did we collect treasures? I guess we technically did. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 that we searched successfully. 5. 8. Scenario with at least one member of the warband surviving. 9. Models you down. None. Past death saves. None. Or members who died. None. So 9 plus D6. D6 from going to the court. 5. So 14. Plus 1 is 15. So we can do 5 advances. 3 advances, sorry, 5 each. If you even use those to bring Rain the smoothest back, if he had disappeared in the court, but he would have gained a new flaw on top of his brittle bones. So what do we want to do here? I think we want to spend 5 to make Gorand strength 0. Agility -1 on Eisenkoush to make him speed 3. And I think we get fast to reduce his presence to -2. Slightly. Oh, I forgot his feat. He could charge to get into range of the enemy. He could have made that. He could actually attack that guy the turn he moved, because he could double his move to get into combat. So there's that done. We got 27 gold, because we get that one piece of junk we could sell. Let's go see what the merchant has to offer. We get an extra gold from buying that item from him, or getting that from him instead of from Vriprix, the useless junk. So we get 3 pieces, 3 weapons. So 10, 11, 20. Spear, an Ulfbird sword, and a Morning Star. Sweet. I think we buy that Morning Star and make that the hammer that Eisenkoush is carrying. Spear's not the best, because I'd rather have the glaive. Morning Star we'll buy for 6. So we'll spend 6 on that, and then it's an armor, an item, and so the armor is D5. Roll a D10 to see what that is. So that's halved is going to be 2. So it's medium armor for 9 gold, and then D6 for the other stuff. 5 is a potion for 5. So do we need any more medium armor? We could buy medium armor for the fast, sell his light armor for half plus 1. So his light armor would give him back 2. I get 2 back, basically. It would cost me 7 for the medium armor. So 7 for the medium armor. The potion would cost 5, so 12. And then the Morning Star would cost 6, so 18. I'll buy those 3 things. We're ready for their next adventure. We survived the trip to the ship, although Rain almost died twice. Once delivering the scroll, and once fighting evil dudes. We do have to see, however, if we get caught leaving the merchant, and we have to spend 1 extra gold, which take us down to 8 left to re-ammo the dwarf. Does Vriprix catch us going to the merchant? He does not. So there you go, at the end of the adventure, we managed to successfully get the Lambent Scroll and take it back to the Blood Court. And Rain the Smoothest proved to be the smoothest, talking his way back to freedom and gaining some extra experience too. So we leveled up a bit. We got some pretty cool gear now, and we're going to the Lair of the Atheg next, which is a weird turtle pond monster that we're going to try and hunt down, and you'll see that in 2 weeks. So anyway, big thanks for watching. We'll see you for more Forbidden Song, and of course, if you want to check it out, you can click the link below in the video description to go and check it out for yourself. Until next time, I'm Ash. Apple Gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below to get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.